We're going to start with the starters training. Let's jump right into it. No more false start rope. We did this last year too, right? But that's the big thing for our starters is the days are gone of jumping the rope and dropping the rope and sending everybody back. The idea is that we're doing this to save time. And what that means is we've got faster meets. We have two starters so that we have two to confirm any DQs, and then the starters are actually going to complete the DQ slip. If there is a DQ, the starters will have a pad to fill out that sheet. Once in position, there's no forward movement, and I just want to point this out in particular. Reverse movement is okay in our league. If they're set and they're leaning back, in other situations that might not be legal, but with our summer league it is. As long as they're not moving forward, it's okay. Item 2 here, fall into the water. If somebody accidentally falls, it's up to the starter's discretion whether there's a DQ or not. Half the heat, item 3 here, half the heat goes into the water, re-swim the entire heat right then. So that's a situation where somebody falls in and it's just pell-mell. Everyone's falling in. It's okay as a starter to get everybody out of the water and start again. But that's totally in your discretion. If the race is started, the swimmer rolls forward before the beep, the swimmer false starts. The heat will continue, no rope's going to drop. The starters will complete the DQ slip, and that race just continues on. Okay, for DQs, this is new for starters. It was happening last year, but just going over this. If there is any DQ, there's a starter from both teams. Both starters have to agree that it's a DQ. If they don't, then it's not a DQ, period. And the main thing that I just want to highlight always is that the benefit of the doubt goes to the swimmer. If there's any question at all of was it backwards, was it forwards, our job is not to catch violators. It's to just report infractions that we're certain of. All right, so there is a DQ slip. This is just actually a cut out of the top and then the bottom section that would be useful for starters. So now a false start has happened. I saw it, my partner saw it. We need to fill out the DQ slip. When you fill out the DQ slip, it's very important that every box gets filled in. The heat, the event, the lane, the team, the swimmer, both starters will initial and then just circle what the distance was. The reason this is useful is because it's a double check for yourself. Is it really Jane in lane 3 and heat 3, and you're writing that down and you're confirming that. Sometimes you start writing and you realize, wait a minute, this isn't the right, so you want to get that down on paper. All right, so you filled out that completely. At the bottom, it's super easy. Check the box for false start, and that's that. There's room where if you wanted to, you could write a note if there was something that you thought was worth writing down for clarification, but that's it. You're going to fill out the top, check the false start, and then hand it to a runner to make sure it gets to the scorers. All right, key points to remember, just as I present here today and feel a little bit of cotton mouth, and just breathe and relax. It's going to be okay, whatever your role is. Just breathe and relax. If there is uncertainty, there is no DQ. Get on with it. Don't worry about it. If there is certainty, it is a DQ. Fill out the slip correctly and just get on with it. And breathe and relax throughout. Be a good partner with your fellow starter. Number one rule is, again, if there's any doubts at all, benefit of the doubt goes to the swimmer. If there is uncertainty, there is no DQ, period. And then I just added number 1A rule for all starters is keep the meet moving. So I just want to highlight this, making a call. And this is just as easy as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What did you see? Are you sure about what it is that you saw? Yes or no? And that, if you're not, it's not a DQ. The benefit of the doubt goes to the swimmer. Did both starters see it? I saw it. My partner did not see it. It's not a DQ. You need to both see the infraction. What is the infraction? Then completely and legibly fill out that DQ slip, that top section, all of it, and then the note at the bottom, and then give the DQ slips to the runners. Just as a practical matter, the runners take those, they immediately go to the scorers, and the scorers putting those in immediately. And that's really handy because if there is some kind of confusion about it, we're not sitting on a stack of them at the end of the meet, trying to sort out what was an error or not. It'll come back to you immediately.